What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode. Matt with Erlane and the Automotive Truth.
Hello, hello.
I am Matt
people.
Pollard.
I'm Erlane Pollard.
And here we are, another day in the automotive world.
Hello, people.
What up, YouTube?
Oh, we are here. We are here.
Horton.
We are here.
Horton, here's the who. Where's the little who's?
They said we are here.
Yeah. Isn't that how Horton heard them?
That's right. They chanted, "We are here. We are here. We are here."
And then they heard.
God, you're
These
so
Christian singers' voices are amazing.
anointed.
Like, there's no,
You're so good.
I don't know what you call it. Those
No
things that
hyping.
muffle their voices and
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
clean their voices up. It's really cool.
Auto tune or something.
Yeah, whatever. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Sounds great. Sounds great.
All right, so I forgot everything in Fort Worth.
Yeah, so
So
we're working with the minimum, y'all.
I am working like the first episode.
We forgot our plug for the TV.
I forgot my tablet, man.
Yeah.
My life is on it.
Yeah, Matt's iPad. Yeah, we forgot some stuff.
I don't know if that noise is.
But we will continue. Maybe my microphone
Yeah.
rubbing on me.
Thing rubbing on here.
All right.
Technical difficulties here. All right. Well, here we are. Another day. Another dollar.
Yeah.
Another week with high gas prices. Hashtag Putin price hike. Yeah.
Hashtag blame it on Russia.
Yeah, blame it on Russia. That's the narrative, right?
Who did it? Putin.
Yeah, Putin did it. Okay. If you believe that one, why are they telling you to buy electric cars? All right, so let's get into this, huh, Miss B?
All right, let's go.
Let's go overrated, underrated.
Okay. What do we got?
Massage couples, or
Massages for couples?
Yeah.
I think I forgot an F. I said massages or couples. Oh, yeah. No, massages or couples massages. Yeah. So,
I don't know.
what do you think?
I think it's underrated. Like, I mean, first of all, who the heck got time for that?
Right, it's true.
Second, you don't hear about it.
Yeah,
right?
people don't advertise it. I mean, you know what, too? You got to remember with this pandemic stuff, people don't want to touch people.
Yeah. I mean, but you're in the massage business.
I'm sure they were probably closed or something. I mean, I don't know how that works, but anyways, I remember one.
What was it, 6 feet? How do you keep, ain't nobody got 6 foot arms.
Yeah, right. I remember one time Matt had bought me a spa day with a massage.
Yeah, I remember that.
At that spa, yeah, for I think it was a Mother's Day. Was it a Mother's Day gift? And this little older lady, man, she went down. That was awesome with the hot rocks and stuff. And it was it was great. It was great. And then I got a facial, and then I got a mani and pedi, and it was great. It was nice and relaxing. But I don't know. I just feel weird if it's not you, honey. I don't know.
Wow.
I guess it felt kind of weird, but in a sense, I was relaxed, But yeah, I don't know about the couples massages. We've never done it.
I've never had a massage. I don't know.
Oh my God, honey, that's not true. That's not true. I have.
Yeah, you're right. Darian hooks me up.
Darian is one of our porters.
That's my boy.
He's this younger kid, and he's just a sweet kid. He really is, and he just tries his very best to
stay on Matt's good
to
side.
stay. Yeah, exactly. To stay on the boss's good side, and he'll be like, "Matt, you okay? You come here. Let me rub your shoulder." He's been a half hour. He was a half hour late, so he's trying to get. It's like, come on. Or he went and hid in the bathroom for an hour and said, "Oh yeah, I was cleaning the bathroom." Yeah, Darian.
Yeah, that's funny.
Anyway, so yeah, I think that they're definitely underrated. I would love to go on a couples massage, like in front of the beach somewhere in Puerto Rico. Like that would be really good.
Do they do that stuff?
Sure they do. They have that spa in the place that we stay over at the Rio del Mar. They have a spa in there that does it. I saw the signs.
Oh, I mean, I know, but I don't have to I'm sure they do it by the water, right?
Yeah.
Organic food.
Organic foods. Well,
I mean, I'm into it.
yeah.
I like it.
But the question is, why is it so expensive? Why is it so expensive to eat clean?
Because it goes to show you that to make food fast, it's cheap.
Yeah, all these preservatives and stuff that they add into these foods, and don't that cost
It's not
more?
all food. It's cheaper to put supplements in things than it is to
yes.
keep it natural, I would imagine.
That makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's something is pure and it's pure content, and then you add stuff to it, you got to pay for the stuff that you add to it, no?
No, I mean, you have to tend to organic more, I would imagine.
Yeah, well, I think it's overrated. I don't know. I just think it's overpriced, overrated.
Yeah, but, I mean, I don't know. I like it.
We grew up on government cheese.
Yeah. So it's overrated. What about, I don't know, spa days would be the same.
Spa days, it would be. We didn't have a lot of overrated, underrated. We've kind of touched on a lot of bases. I tell you what's overrated is these high gas prices.
Oh my goodness, tell me about it.
Overpriced, overrated.
In Texas, it's $4.60.
We should have a new episode. Overpriced, overrated.
Yeah, right. That's the new one. So that'd be everything. From gas to the grocery stores to used cars to everything. It's I don't know. It's crazy right now.
Y'all better go ahead and get saved so you can get the favor of God. Because God will make a way out of no way, y'all. If you don't know, you better ask me. I'll tell you.
Yep. Do you have a rant?
I don't have a rant. I don't have a rant.
Okay.
I mean, other than the gas prices.
I mean, everything is just ridiculous right now.
Yeah, I know.
And then they complain about prices at dealerships. Like, we talk about it all the time. This is the only business where people complain and murmur and get things for free. And it's ridiculous.
Right.
It's ridiculous. We left the guy's car unlocked. I didn't give him his money back. Like, come on.
I know, that was crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Like, everybody's looking for free. Everybody's looking for a free ride. Everybody's looking for, how can I complain to get this thing for free?
He said, don't worry, I won't be back. I said, good.
Matt don't care. Matt's like, you know what? You're stressing me out. You're too much. You're more of a liability than I.
Exactly. And then he got somebody else when he came back, so they gave him his money back. I'm like, go, dude. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't need your $69.95. You're complaining about that too.
Right.
Arlene got an oil change on her car down here at Schmishmish Brothers, and it was $157 for a 4-cylinder synthetic oil change, 020, same thing you use in the Toyota.
Yep.
But at Toyota, we're $69.95, and that's people are complaining.
But wait a minute now. They didn't even do an MPI, a multi-point inspection on my car. They didn't inflate my tires. They probably didn't top off my fluids. It was strictly an oil change, is what the young man said. Yep. Strictly an oil change.
For $157.
What's the where's my multi-point check? Oh, no, ma'am. You have to ask for the multi-point check inspection. You know.
That's going to take another hour.
Yeah, and it's going to take another hour. Well, at least he was honest.
I know, but they should have been up front.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then up front, like, you need to tell prices up front too.
Yeah. This guy for $69.95, we topped off his fluids, vacuumed his car, washed his car,
set the tire pressure, did a multi-point, made sure he wasn't gonna die tomorrow, like
everything. No, people.
You left my car locked. I have a gun in there. I said, so does everybody else. So does everybody else. I said to him.
Right.
I have my gun in there. Yeah, so do we.
Oh, people.
Anyways.
So I got a story.
I guess that was my rant.
I got a story. that was a combined rant. So the other day I was at the hairdresser getting my hair done, and by the people over at Maxi Family, and Mariela was doing my hair, and we were talking about gas prices, of course, because that's the main topic of every conversation nowadays. And so she says to me,
what'd she say?
She drives I think it's a GMC Arcadia or something. It's a bigger GMC SUV. And we were talking about the difference of gases and stuff. And I said, well, I try to keep my tank at a half a tank of gas now that the prices, and I went over the other day to fill up my tank at the place where I usually go before I get on the highway to go drive back to Fort Worth, and usually fill it up with $25 to have the rest of the tank for $25.
It's only an 8-gallon tank in your car, too.
It was $42. 42?
Yeah, for 8 gallons.
42 and so I was talking to her about
We
it. She
use
was like,
super or premium in our cars.
right. So she was like, oh my God, that's so much, but that's the same thing I spent for my car just to have a tank. Da, da, da. And I said, well, I use premium gas because I want my vehicle to, I want my vehicle to run right. So we got into the conversation about the difference in using premium versus gas. I mean, versus what's regular, right?
Yeah, 87.
And, you know, I kind of enlightened her a little bit because she had no idea. She was like, oh, I just put regular in my gas. I put regular in my car. So what's the difference?
The octane levels, the way it burns.
Right.
So they'll lower the octane.
It's a little automotive
burn.
Yeah.
The lower the octane burns, and then it creates the carbon inside the engine. That's why we recommend fuel system services to clean the carbon off, because we all use this poopy gas.
Right.
And if you use a higher octane, yes, you still have to do fuel system services.
But
the carbon's not going to build up, and it's not going to get into your valve seals and create other issues.
Right.
Get into your catalytic converters, even though they get stolen.
Let's talk about that real quick, huh? These catalytic converters people are swiping.
Yeah, they are swiping cats.
Swiping.
They're swiping cats and drilling out gas tanks to steal the gas.
Yes, isn't that something? The world that we're living in nowadays, guys. We have trucks and Tundras and Tacomas in our shop that have been there for months because somebody stole the catalytic converters off their cars, and they're not available. They're not making them quick enough, and so people are literally just sitting ducks. People,
and most of the insurance companies don't pay rental for it.
Yeah.
So they don't even have a car. They're paying car payments, insurance, going through insurance, and yet they don't have a car to drive.
Yeah. How do people protect themselves from these things, Matt? How do other people?
Gun.
No.
I mean, I don't know how many vehicles have these cat protectors. Like, I know Toyota sells catalytic converter protectors that go up under the exhaust, across the frame.
I need to go invest in especially those trucks, those lifted trucks.
Yeah, with
easy access. Easy access. They don't even have to crawl. They just bend over.
Yeah. I watched a video where this Audi pulls up. One guy jumps out of the back seat with those aluminum jacks from AutoZone, jacks the car up. Another guy jumps out of the passenger seat with a saw. Plus, it's these battery powered saws make it so easy now.
Yes.
And they saw the exhaust off. They jump back in the Audi and off they go.
In less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then the car's level, so the owner doesn't know anything.
Right, until they start
the engine. Until the ring video goes off, if you have one.
Yeah.
And then they start going, Prius sounds like a NASCAR.
Yep.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, and and unfortunately, it's gonna get worse out here. It's gonna get worse in these days that we're living in. That's just what it is.
That's why Putin wants Ukraine. He wants all those precious metals.
Yeah. Yep. And he's got his hand in the cookie jar right now.
Yeah, he sure does. So just to enlighten you on more inflation. So I get an email from my towing company telling me that the prices are going to go up for the tows. And then there's going to be an added 20% surcharge for fuel.
20%? That's crazy.
On top of the tow. So there's going to be a surcharge of 20%. This is due to the economy and the cost of fuel prices. As we all know, fuel has gotten outrageous, and we are forced to add a fuel cost to all tows in order to keep serving our community. This will go into effect Monday, whatever. And I apologize for the inconvenience.
Yeah. I
mean, there you go.
Matt's actually reading the email they sent them. What else can we say about that? I mean,
I know.
They have every right.
Of course they do.
It's their business.
Other businesses charge surcharges on debit cards.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I can't believe it took this long.
Yeah, well, that little town that we work in.
We all learned from 2008 too, when OB was in office.
Yeah.
So the prices shot up then, and then Trumpito came, and we were sustainable.
He laid the hammer down.
A sustainable, energetic country.
Yeah.
And everything with that. So I guess we learned our lesson the first time around with this administration.
Are you being facetious? Facetious? Are you being sarcastic that we learned our lesson?
I'm just being Well, clearly we didn't learn our lesson.
Yeah.
Voted us back in. All right, what are you gonna talk about?
Well, We wanted to, last week we brought up a little snippet of service etiquette, right?
Okay.
Of how we should approach customers, how we should speak to customers when it comes to maintenance on their vehicles. And not only that, but the etiquette of working in the service department environment.
Okay.
Especially if the waiting area is 2 feet away from you.
Yes.
From the service desk where customers can hear, they have access to, I guess to whatever's going on. We're all in the same room, a lot of places are like this. Not only that, there's people in each area. There's a customer at that desk, a customer at that, there's different people checking in different customers,
Yeah.
So we wanted to touch on that, like talk about the service language and the etiquette of how to carry yourself and how to, I guess, work around when customers are watching and listening.
Okay.
Yeah, so I put them in 1, 2, 3, 4 order. First, I wanted to say, well, I guess we can go into that real quick. So, number 1, in a service department area or service drive, if you will, if you call it a service drive, we should be aware of our surroundings, right?
Yeah.
Meaning, how close are you to customers? Are the customers sitting or where the customers are sitting, where they may hear your conversations, right?
Yeah, of course. You should be having conversations at the desk anyways.
Right. Whether they're, whatever they are. I mean, an appropriate conversation, I worked at a lot of places where people were just having a good time and just laughing and swearing and carrying on. And that just don't look good. It don't look good. I don't know who, I guess, it's maybe the culture. I don't know. But, or their background or where they come from. But, it's work. It's a professional place. Like the swearing, like I know I'm a safe person. I'm a Christian and I don't swear. I used to swear a lot, but I just don't see the swearing being part of the workplace. It doesn't show any kind of etiquette. Forget service or professional etiquette, right? Just
I know.
swearing in the conversation, even, if you're having a professional conversation with somebody, it just don't look good to me or to others. I'm the only one. Number 2 was when you're multi-point and your recommendations come to you from the technician and your customer is sitting in the waiting area. Now, Matt, I want to ask you your opinion on this. The customer sitting in the waiting area, should you bring the customer to your desk or should you talk to them right there and then in their comfortable area of wherever they're sitting? What do you think about that?
Bring them to the desk, 100%.
Absolutely. I agree, 100%. So
that's the culture we're trying to build too.
The reasoning behind that is the conversation that you're having with a customer may be a repeated one from the other
correct
customer or the other service advisor that's talking to the customer next to you, talking next to your customer. There's services, right, that we recommend.
Yes.
Filters, cabin filters, tires, brakes, fuel system services, brake fluid services. Those are things that are repetitive, in every car. So somebody that doesn't know the business or somebody as not as knowledgeable like the customer, right, would think that, oh, these people are just here to sell me this stuff. They just finished telling you, oh, and then customers will start talking to each other.
And of course they do.
They will start talking to each other and they will call it. I'll be like, oh, you need a cabin? What a coincidence. You need a cabin filter too? And on and on and on and on. And it snowballs. And then that don't look right. It don't look good.
That's why you need to shove them in their face.
Right. You need to walk up to them or even have them at your desk, not walk up to them. I remember back in some places where I work, we have to go out to the waiting area. And I was lazy. I didn't want to go back and forth. So I would bring them out there to them. And I remember, a few, hearing a few as I'm walking away. Oh, they just told me the same thing. They just, and
That's
so
what Scanjo taught me too.
Yeah.
He's like, you don't want to present it to them in the waiting area.
Right. So what was I saying about that? Try to bring them to your desk, not to go over his or her recs or repairs in front of other customers. Reason being, you put them in. You also put them in a
Awkward situation.
yeah, in a lack of privacy like that. They don't want everybody else
knowing their financial situation.
Exactly, you know, and you don't want to put somebody in that situation. Like, you know, some people, you know, they will say, you know what, do it, and they really don't have the money. And
yeah, so you don't want to sit there and be like, hey, listen, you need, you know, a $1,200 repair to your car if you hit that curb, and then, you know, now they're uncomfortable in front of the other customers, and then you're like, oh, well, we have payment options. Like, now you really embarrass them.
Right.
So that's why I always take them to the desk, private area.
That's it. That's what your desk is for.
It's not to just sit there every 30 all day long.
Right. It's for you to interact. It's your business.
I hate chairs at the desk.
It's your business counter. It's your own little business right there that you have. All right. So number 3.
Not everybody's business mindset.
Yeah, that's true. So a spot of lack of privacy. Also, prepared recommendations are needed.
Just know what you're recommending.
You know what? And then they think that you're trying to meet some kind of quota or something. Oh, you know, and
this guy says, I know your markup. I know your markup is, you know, or how do you say it? I know you make so much money off these cabin builders. I said, dude, I make $1. Bro, you don't make no money in cabin builders. That's a convenience for y'all.
Number 3. What did I just do? I hit my thing here. Oh,
it says know what you're recommending.
Oh, no.
Know the mileage intervals. And know the reason why it's recommended.
Right. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead.
I mean, we try to train and educate and all this too. And it's like it goes in one ear, not the other. So then you bring in training specifically on these intervolt services. It's like it still doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You bring in tire trainers, it still doesn't do anything.
Well, you would hope that they would pick up 1 or 2 nuggets from that. You know, it's never in vain, you know?
Yeah.
It's never in vain. You got to try. You know, you can't just say, oh, they're never going to learn. Nope. They're...
So we're getting another store. We were talking about this the other day.
Praise God to that. So happy. I'm so excited about that.
Everything that happens at this store happens at the next store.
Yeah.
So if they buy another automobile across the street, when they pull in there, it's the same process when they pull in.
Yeah.
You all turn the wheel in one direction. You all greet the customer. You stick the tire. You walk the guest around the car. It has to happen at every single store the same way every time.
Yeah. You gotta build a culture. You gotta build a plan, a repetitive thing. You know, and things that are repetitive in that way, you know, you become perfect at. And that's what Matt is looking for. But I'm so excited. So excited about that new store. That new store is gonna be awesome. With new counters and it's just going to be great. I can't wait. To God be the glory. Yeah. So, number 3, we're talking about not know what your recommendations are and also believe in the product that you're selling.
Yes, you have to.
Believe, we talked about this before. You got to believe in the product. I mean, Toyota is whatever car that you're selling, really, you have to understand that you're selling a product and you have to believe in it before the person in front of you believes in it.
I don't think that's why people don't recommend these supplements.
Yeah.
You know, the engine, I don't want to call it what it is because I don't know.
Yeah.
But like the oil additive and the fuel system service and transmission service. That's why I don't think some advisors don't recommend those services because they don't believe in them.
I've heard service advisors.
It's snake oil. No, it's not.
I've heard service advisors say stuff like that. Yep.
If this product is giving you an extended warranty, if you use it every single service interval, what makes you don't believe in the product?
Right.
If they're willing to throw their wallet on the table for your $20, it's, I don't know, I believe in it.
Yeah.
Even coming from a technician and then using the product and seeing the product and using it in your own car because the supplier gives the mechanics or technicians the product as well to use in their own car, so then now they can believe it.
That's true.
And that's how it goes. Okay, now the technicians recommend it. The technician's going to blast the service advisor if they don't sell it.
That's true.
So it's a whole big circle.
That's true, but the main point being you got to believe in the product, or at least give it a thought. Yeah, give it a thought of believing in it because it's gonna make you better. And into how to explain. Okay, so going down this vein of better explaining things to people, and once they see that you're confident in what you're selling and confident in knowing of what you're selling and what the benefits are of the things that you're presenting to them. I hate using the word selling as. So I overheard some of our co-workers laughing about a situation at work about someone had said to a customer with a fuel system service that, we recommended the fuel injection cleaner because it takes the carbon fiber off your injectors. I hate to laugh, but it was funny.
Oh, wow. Almost right.
It'll take the carbon fiber off the injectors. Now, explain to the people what's carbon fiber and why. I mean,
it's a man-made material.
Yeah.
Carbon is the buildup inside your engine.
Yeah,
but carbon fiber is a man-made material.
Right.
Sewn together to make a structure.
My point exactly. Why we
knowing what you're selling.
We gotta know what we're selling. We gotta know what we're selling and what it does, and the proper verbiage of it, because the person was looking like, what, carbon fiber?
I used to tell people, be like, when you're in your shower and the water's coming out of the shower head, think about clogging that up.
Yeah.
And then you don't get any water. I'm like, that's what happens with the carbon buildup on your fuel injectors.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, okay.
Again, because you're using a cheap gas and you're trying to save some money, but you're really clogging up your injectors. Yeah. And then, anyway.
And then, for those of you who don't know, there's no such thing as 89 octane. All they do is take 91, 87, and merge it into the center pump.
Listen to the automotive truth. We're telling you the truth, y'all. We're telling you the truth. And number 4. This is the last one I had. And I put, don't point out what customers are not complaining about. What do you feel about that, Matt Pollard?
I mean, I think there's way too much talking.
Yeah. Less is more, y'all. Less is more. So don't point out what customers are complaining about, and especially in the service drive.
What does that mean to you, though? What does that mean? Don't point out to what customers are not complaining about.
Right. Like if somebody comes in and I don't know, they pulled the car up a little bit and
the brakes are squeaking.
And the brakes are squeaking, and then you're like, oh, your brakes are squeaking. Like I just don't feel right about pointing something like
that. Yeah. The only thing I do is like on the walk around is I'll look at the wipers, look at the tires, talk about, hey, when they're wearing a TCU shirt, I'll be like, hey, you're a huge Longhorns fan, and they're like, what?
He's always looking at what people are wearing too.
Or someone came in with a Let's Go Brandon shirt. I said, my shirt gets 10% off. Make sure that guy gets a discount.
Yeah. The other day, a customer came in looking for Brandon, and
somebody left a survey that said that.
Yeah. And he had a Let's Go Brandon. I said, I'll take you right over to Brandon.
It said on the survey, is there any comments you'd like to leave? And it said, let's go Brandon.
That's great.
We had on surveys, there was a Google review, and it said, when most dealers say, did you have an appointment or did you buy your car here? Our store said, how can we help you?
Yeah.
So think about that.
Yeah, good stuff. That's a nugget right there, y'all. Pick it up. So yeah, my thing about don't point out brake
let that go to the
technician. Let him figure it out, because
we probably could have did the brakes last.
That's exactly my point. Oh my God, y'all, he's in my head. So the valet pulls the car up, the brakes squeak, and we're like, we don't even know who we're talking to. We don't know the customer's been there before. We don't know if he bought the car, and we're like, oh, your brakes are squeaking. Are we looking at we were the ones who did it. Actually, I just bought this car from y'all. Then you find out that they put aftermarket pads on it for a shortcut. To push it through for a shortcut. And now we're stuck with it in the service department. We opened up a can of works, and guess what? They're not paying. We paying for them for new brakes.
That's okay.
Yeah. Well, it just snowballs into other.
And then
problems.
Getting everyone else to not talk about it. So getting the porters to not talk about it when they're standing there.
Yeah.
Like, we're a big store, so there's a lot of people around.
Yeah.
And
everybody wants to be a technician.
Everybody wants to know something.
Yeah.
Everyone
Sure enough.
But it's good, though. We're blessed with some great people.
Yeah. That's very true. Very true. From the porters to the cashiers to every single technician to the car wash people, the detail department, they are awesome.
No, we have favor.
Yeah. Thank God. Thank God.
It's all because of God.
I was talking to lovely Linda up in the front. She's our receptionist in the front. sales department.
Yeah.
Such a lovely lady. She is absolutely lovely, and she's so classy and fancy. She's an elderly lady, but she is amazing.
I love her.
And she is just like fire, but she's so fancy and classy with it. You know, you can't. And we were talking about, you know, how all the great people that work there, and how we're always so packed, and we're in such a small town outside of Fort Worth, and there's a huge Fort Worth other manufacturer, same Toyota dealership in Fort Worth, and they're not as busy. If anything, all their people are coming to us. They come to us. And so I was talking to her, and I was like, man, well, you know, why are these people coming here? Because we're here, Linda, because the Spirit of God is in us. And wherever the Spirit of God is, there is prosperity, and people are drawn to the light. That's why. And she was like, oh my God, we were having church, and the receptionist desk in the sales department was so good. But it's true. It's true. Like,
we are in the Bible Belt.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. That you know, our customers pass by my desk, because they have to pass by my desk to go into the waiting area, and I'm like, good morning, how are you? Oh, I'm blessed. Oh, good morning, how are you? Oh, God is good. Like, these are the things that people say when they walk by me.
That's true.
I mean, y'all, it's pretty amazing. I thank God. I thank God for this move that we make. I thank God.
I was just going to say that, like, the way everything worked its way out,
right,
and how we ended up where we ended up, it's all God.
Yeah, it was all manufactured.
It was stressful. Yeah. I mean, this is our life now.
Yeah.
That store is our life.
Yeah. I mean, for God's sakes, we're driving 2.5 here, 2.5 there, to be both here and there, and we're pretty, especially Matt, you know, he's pretty committed to that place, and then the change that's happened. And I'm not only saying it because he's my husband, because the proof is in the pudding, and the owners and the general managers will tell you that, you know, there's been a shift in that place since he came in. And I can only say that it's the Holy Spirit of God that, you know,
Amen.
That wherever we go, we shall be prosperous in the name of Jesus. We should be like a tree planted by the rivers of water. That's the book of Psalms, y'all. The first book of Psalms. Look it up. Sorry, go ahead.
I forgot where I was going to go.
Sorry. I started preaching.
Yeah, you did. Here, read a review. Preach a review.
All right.
Let's love it. Might as well go love it.
Love
we're on a
it.
loving subject.
Where do you see I love it?
Love it.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Wait, I'm the one that doesn't have my glasses on.
No, this is always the same one. Love the chemistry between the both of them, and knowledge of the subject is a pleasure to listen to you, and of great learning.
And then just the thank you one.
Thank you, guys. Great information.
There you go.
From Hot Mess 6987. Is that for real? That's for real.
Well, I mean, somebody put it there.
And then let me read one more. This is a great podcast. Highly recommend. Go cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for
your...
If you all want to check in and leave a topic suggestion, if you have a question, you got Matt Arlene, automotivetruth@gmail.com. You go to our website. You can leave a comment on the iTunes thingy here, on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify.
Yeah.
You can all leave comments there. We do read comments. So, or on YouTube. If you go on YouTube, you can leave a comment in the bottom of the screen.
Yo, if y'all want a t-shirt, let us know. You want a t-shirt?
Drop your email. We'll email you, contact you. All right. And,
or a hoodie.
Yeah, if you want a hoodie, you want a t-shirt, you want a coffee mug, whatever you want, hit us up or DM us on Instagram. Yeah.
And I'm hoping next week we can get back to our automotive laughs, so we can laugh a little bit about
that's my fault.
the stuff on the social media that people put up.
We should just record in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
We might do that. But anyways, we are on Truth Social now as well.
Okay.
We're on Truth Social as well. So if you're on that platform, you can see us there. See our beautiful mugs and our content there. All right, everyone. Until next time.
Follow us and share.
Yes, please share.
Yeah.
We need, if you want to support Matt with Arlene and Automotive.com.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Until next time, we out.
Bye.
All right, YouTube. Until next time for y'all, we are out as well. Bye-bye.